This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to this week's race in the Simpit Historic Series on sim racing systems, running the Ferrari 312 at Assetto Corsa. Tonight's race will be at Fuji 1968, and if you watched last night's practice, you can see this is a crazy track. It is very difficult track. I am expecting all sorts of mayhem. I have to tell you, my nerves are shot right now. I did the hour of practice yesterday. I certainly got comfortable enough to do some respectable lap times. Nothing I'm super proud of, but respectable. But my big concern is survivability. This kind of track has very little runoff, lots of dangerous spots, lots of weird blind corners, and kind of odd moments. So it is important to stay within our own boundaries. I am going to run a qualifying run more for practice than position. If I crash, I'm not even going to worry about it, because I honestly even thought about not even qualifying, starting at the back of the grid and then just kind of cruising and not getting caught up in the battles, because I think, again, survivability is going to be as big a factor as speed today, with exception to our top guys. I've seen some fast lap times that just blow my mind here. I'm sure those guys are going to race it out, and but that could lead to trouble even for our top qualifiers and fastest guys. Again, it is a tough track, and I picked it, so I'm gonna have to deal with it just like everybody else. And anybody who has a rough night, you know, you got to respect the moment. So my plan is, again, survivability over speed. It's easy to say that sitting here before qualifying. We'll see how things play out once we get in the race. You get around another car, and funny what your hands and feet start to do despite what your common sense tells you you ought to do. So that'll be very interesting. I am maybe having a car skin issue, but I'm seeing cars. Says I need to restart, but you know, being that I'm actually the one doing the stream, let me bring that graphic down before I forget. I seem to do that to you guys a lot. So let's go ahead and bring down that graphic. And we are just a moment away from qualifying here. I'd like to see if I could see some cars. I'm having a little bit of skin issue. I see my car. Everyone else seems to be in Ferraris. There's a skin. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Sorry about that. Yeah, I need the bandana for the amount of speed. That's a cool looking paint scheme right there. So I'm just going to wait out for qualifying rather than get caught out on track. Steam King with our track facts. Thank you very much. I see the sun just went down, and that was actually in the game. That kind of tripped me out here today. Yeah, survival is going to be everything. So here we are. We're under qualifying. We're going to use this time 10 minutes to get kind of warmed up. One thing I did want to change also, I'm a little concerned about fuel. So we're running 30 liters, which was a little bit shy at Spa. And so I'm actually going to just take it a little conservative and save this. And load it. And go on out. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Gabriel. We're praying for survival. Turn my audio down just a little bit. So if you haven't seen Fuji 68, it is awesome. It's scary. It's fast. You're just flying, and there's like no room. Guardrail there, 6 feet of grass. I'm a little too far inside, but I gotta get used to my equipment real quick, get used to the car. That little hump right there will send you for a loop. You gotta be careful. I'm gonna try to talk less and concentrate more, and it's going to take everything concentration level. See somebody already having trouble over there? I'm being really careful right now. The car makes it even harder. The track is hard, but this car, 10% too much throttle and you're going to move where the car is. I'm also going to not watch the chat during the race. I can guarantee that. I'm going to take a break from that today because you look up for even a brief moment and you're off track here. So as you can see, I'm not pushing it very hard. I'm just trying to get me warmed up as much as anything else right now. I guess I can look over during the straightaway a little bit. Oh. Another person having trouble. Wrong line there, but conservative enough. Talk about me. I looked over. I shouldn't do that. You're testing me. Still never really found the spot for this final corner. And that's a lap of Fuji. Woo! On edge the whole time. Yeah, I wasn't running out of fifth in practice yesterday, so I'm not sure what's different. Maybe I didn't load the setup successfully. Whoa! Whoa! Too early there. Wide there. Yeah, something isn't right with my setup. I see I only have 11.3. Three minutes left. I want to leave a moment to just double check setup. Cool down a moment. It is very hot here today. Ah. Not really where I want to go 2x2. It's a good little moment to practice race conditions. Not really concerned about this lap. I'm concerned about going wide. Concerned about a bad shift and spinning it. Get some of that out of my system right now, right? There you go, Stan. Thank you. Give a like just for Stan's great paint job. Okay, so far we're 6th on the board. It looks like I'm fine with that. Means I can still kind of take that approach of load setup, fuel, 36. That shows 14.3 there. Okay, so that's just the liter versus gallons thing. We're 36 liters, 14.3 gallons. Yeah, the setup, it's really hard to... I didn't do much. I downloaded a setup from... Who was it who gave us the setup the other night in practice on... I'm using the setup market. I can look at that real quick. Just to give credit where credit is due. And my brain is completely melded over into... oh yeah, Tibalot. Sorry, Tibalot. Can't believe I forgot you did it. I think I had the second webcam for driving videos, but not on like the daily show. So that, and then also I was trying a whole desk thing, and anyway, I might be doing more and more live stuff, so I figured I might need more than one webcam. Shoot, maybe as many as 3 someday. Who knows? So 14 seconds left in qualifying, and then we'll get this race underway. It's just a 20-minute race, but still, you saw the intensity of 2 laps there, and you saw the amount of cars off track. Lap times, I mean, you know, you see everybody can run a respectable lap time, but being able to do it lap after lap without making a mistake, and a mistake could be very flawed, fatal. We're only at 60% damage. That's something I'd like to change, perhaps before the end of the season, and definitely by next season. I'll talk to the guys at Sim Racing System about that. And, oh yeah, the camber on the road, yeah, some of them are very cambered and helping you. Some of them are off cambered. There are some bumps that just completely change your line, so that left-hander, there's that bump, and if you do anything early, if you're on the gas, it's going to give you understeer and push you off the track wide. Or if you're going too fast, I should say, if you give it gas going over the hump, it'll actually loop you around or send you inside too early. It's very hard to get it right. Russell, I'm seeing the in-chat, in-game comments, and a lot of people are sounding a little bit scared. I picked it. I wanted a handful of tracks that were authentic to the era. And, you know, this is our 3rd season on Sim Racing System, and I just thought, you know, someone's got to pull the trigger and run the 312, so we did. The very first season we ran in the Mazda Miatas. The next season after that we ran in the Porsche Carrera, and then we followed that up with this. And we're going to be running something entirely different next season. This is the 3rd week of a 6-week season. Alright, let's just make sure we do have that setup loaded. I'm a little paranoid because I have forgotten such things. Loaded Fuji, it says. Let's enter the race. Ooh, 3x3 starting. That's interesting. 40 seconds out. I'll take a swig of coffee. There's my new Simpit mug. Thank you, Stan, for the paint job. Thank you, everybody, for bugging me about coffee cups. All right, here we go. Great jump. Oh, carnage already. Wow. Whoa, everyone behind us got it. Oh, no. That's a tragedy. Had to expect that. I'm going to brake early, cold tires. I'm in no hurry just yet. Another car. Oh, getting loose over that hump. I see some cars back in action, so some made it through. Uh-oh. Woo! Yeah, we're running out of gearing. My mouse keeps popping up in the center of my screen. That's a little annoying. Ah, come on, Cole. Started with 14.3. Too tight. Oh, brake lock up. Whew. One is checked out, 12 seconds up. Matthew Coule. Grand Prix Legends, baby! Slow and low. Oh, this is not where I want to go too wide again. Funny enough, I could have just totally taken it, but I got time. I will not be driven into a mistake. And I really wimped out there, but look at him. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Really hard to not get a little brake lock up on that downhill. Wrong line. Come on, Cole. Oh, not into the dirt. Come on, dummy. $11 minutes left. That was the safety line right there. Hands are actually starting to get a little sore right now. Kung Fu grip. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was an emergency straight line braking right there, just so you know. Don't know if you saw what happened. Got crossed up. I'm slowing down a little too early for that now. Why do I get the feeling Fernando's stalking me? Seven and a half. I think he dropped back to make a race of it. Ooh. Into the dirt again. My experience has been the dirt is not your friend here. Whoa, especially the outside edge dirt. Jesus, Sean. Excuse my language. Ah. And again. Ah. Four minutes left. Oh. Ooh. 2:24 left. Oh, a little slippery there. Do you see that? "41 seconds left. Oh, too far inside. Pouring in sweat. Oh, someone's got trouble. Whoa! Can you believe that? Oh my God. That's what happens when you get off your line just a little. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Falling apart here on the last lap. Woo! Yes. Yes. Oh my God, that is not the results I was expecting at all. Oh. Wow. Wow. Oh my. That was crazy. That was intense. That was exhilarating. It was fun. Like I said, Grand Prix legends, baby. You gotta love that. Hard or not, I can't even imagine what it was like to drive one of these cars back in that day on tracks like this, and the balls that those guys had. And what a race. What fun that was. Tremendous fun. Again, I'm just kind of blown away. I didn't think I had it in me to even keep it together. And oh my God, that last moment, I thought it was all over. I thought it was all over. Oh. No green flag emoji. Oh, wow. Stan, is that right or not? I hope not. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Mikhail. I don't get the big bottle with the girls. That goes to Matthew, who really crushed it. Oh my, he beat me by 38 seconds. Fernando Deutsch, 3 seconds back of me. Right behind him, Cedric Blanchette, followed right behind. A little ways back was John Hill in 5th. So, me and John Hill are in a pretty tight battle in the points overall. Oh, wow. My hands, you saw the warning for my force feedback. Every time I went into turn 1, it was just really throwing it for a loop. But I have it cranked up a lot to the point that, like, my hands hurt, my arms hurt. I know a lot of it was just me over gripping the wheel on top of just the amount of input that you're going to do all the time. If you ran that race and you survived, congratulations, because that was a tough effort. And Matthew Coulet with the just a 20-minute, 23-second, 11 lap. You want to try to see where you stand in the world, go do 11 laps here in the Ferrari and see if you can do it in 20 minutes, 23 seconds, or where you stand behind that. That was an intense race that he did. Oh, I hope I didn't get an incident reduction. Buzz and Hornet, I'm using a CSL Elite, Fanatic CSL Elite wheel with the PS4 wheel rim and Club Sport pedals. And yes, I'm doing this race again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Probably be just as sweaty at the end of it, because that is intensity at its finest. Really great race. I mean, you talk about sims, you talk about every sim has its own quality flair, and we can all get sim racist about what sim is what, but when you get down to it, driving is driving. And when you're in an intense race like that, being hounded for the whole race with the guy in my mirrors, you're just, that's the kind of intensity you're going to get in real life or in sim racing. In any sim, racing is racing when it gets that good and it lasts that long. And You know, again, my arms are totally pumped up. That was a total workout for me as well. Yeah, and maybe running low on fuel was actually causing it to get a little loose at the end, because it definitely seemed a little nasty at the end. But I think I was overly tensing up, and I was starting to actually get, you know, we go through different levels of exhaustion. In a sprint race, you're even going to get tired at the end. If this is an hour-long race, then we probably would ease into it just a little bit more. So, you know, everything's kind of relative there, but man, I used everything I had. Talk about not leaving any on the field. I'm spent for a 20-minute race. So Glenn says best track so far in these cars. That was epic. Alright, well, I could go on chatting with everybody here. If you guys watched that, man, that was one of my, I'll say that was one of my proud moments. So, you were around for one of my better moments in racing, no matter the sim, no matter the car. That was crazy. I can't believe, I can't believe how much fun that was and crazy. And again, I really didn't think I was going to survive it. And I don't know if you guys saw my rear view mirrors at the start line, but cars everywhere on the front stretch. That I don't know how lucky we were only at 60% damage tonight. So and that's right, Sean Cole did show up today. So so thank you very much, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the stream. Thank you for being part of the Simpit crew. And Stan saying go to the standings page. We'll try to do that real quick before we cut it short. I was going to bring the stream to an end right there, but we'll go ahead and, I think we mean the Sim Racing Systems standings page. So, let's go to standings, and our series is scrolled down, so that looks like it did update something, and I don't see any points for Fuji yet. Oh, someone got a point for Fuji. Andy Rohrer did. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. So, a little too soon for the points to be updated, but we will check that out tomorrow before the race, perhaps. Stan, I think I missed that. Anyway, that is going to do it for tonight's race, tonight's stream. Had a lot of fun. Thank you for being here for a very, very extraordinary race, and had a great time doing it. And I hope you'll join us tomorrow. Hopefully, you'll be on track with us. That's always my preference, but if you can't be here to race, at least you'll show up and watch the stream for probably what will be another very exciting race. So that will be something to tune in for tomorrow at 6 p.m. And Stuff Shark, you know, that's right, I forgot I had this streaming to Twitch simultaneously, and I think every video I've put up has that. I'm going to have to do some work over there on the Twitch channel to get things better up to date. So I'll try to take care of that and figure out how to get a proper title going out that direction, which seems to be difficult. But I'll see what I can do about that as well to make our Twitch viewers and followers get the proper description of what they're watching. So again, thank you for being here tonight. I had a great time, great race. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations to everybody who did finish that race, because it was crazy. And congratulations to Matthew on a amazing performance, just completely checked out from the rest of us. Great job by him on a very intense track. Even if you're fast, doing it lap after lap is still a job in its own. So great job by him. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.